right, test 1, 2. Bingo. Here we go. Let's grab everybody. Bingo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Great to see you all today. Excited for another beautiful day in OFA to round out the week. It's been an amazing week here, and I'm excited to end this one with a bang. We'll set ourselves up to have great success next week as well. So today is Expert Friday, and in case you're unfamiliar with the schedule and how things work, on our champion days, our expert days, if you will, Tuesdays we have ecom, Fridays we have expert. Russell is our champion of the expert track. Normally, Russell is here with us. Today, he's heads down on some really cool projects that you guys are going to see in the very, very coming future. You've probably already seen a little bit of noise about those. It's going to be incredible. So he's heads down, getting those across the finish line. He will not be able to join us today. I am here, however, though, to help you guys with your one-to-many presentations to get over the finish lines. And I know we had a lot of webinars that took place this Thursday. So maybe going over your results, your successes, your shortcomings. Let's do more of what we did great and less of what we didn't do great. We'll fix those things. Funnels, business, it's all iterative processes. So we're gonna have a great day for that. How the schedule goes, 11 to 12, excuse me. We have open coaching. Ask me any question on anything that you're struggling with right now. From 12 to 1, the next hour, it's currently 11:04 Eastern, just in case you're like, well, Dante, I'm across the world. I have no idea what times you're talking about. Right now, it's 11. So in this 1 hour block, any questions are welcome. Feel free to ask anything. From 12 to 1, we're going to go into our expert specific portion of this call where we're going to answer expert questions. Any questions you have on your webinars, your slides, your offers, your one-to-many presentation, even the funnel itself, whatever problems you're having, we can address all those expert questions at 12 or expert questions at 11 as well. We have tons of time here. So, having said all that, I think we got everything out of the way except raising hands. If you have a question, something you would like to speak to me about, all you have to do is raise your hand inside of Zoom. To do that is really simple. At the bottom of Zoom, you'll see a little heart. That heart says react. If you click that heart, a pop-up shows up, and then you'll see a physical button that says raise hand. If you click that button, it'll raise your hand. And raising your hand just lets me know that you have a question you'd like to speak to me about. If you're here to learn and observe from your colleagues, that's amazing. I love that. A rising tide raises all ships in OFA. So if you're here to just learn, observe, and watch, feel free to hang out just as you are. You don't have to worry about any hands going up or anything like that. Now, we've gotten everything out of the way. Let's go ahead and get started. Orshi, you're going to be first. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Living the dream. How are you?
Amazing. I took a day to just relax actually today. So I went to the thermal baths. So I'm all centered and chill.
Come on with it. Love that.
I just have two quick technical questions today.
Sure.
Um, I asked to share my screen. Okay. So yesterday you taught me how to do my cart page, and I tried to do it myself. But I don't know where to, like, I don't know how to put the part that's the drop down. I'm just going to show you quickly. Like, I don't know where to click. It's crazy. I usually don't have trouble with these kinds of things. I just don't know where to click.
Sure.
1 second. I added some testimonials here,
Nice.
finally. It's been a long
Perfect.
time.
Perfect.
So here we want to add to move this one.
Yep.
And my problem was, so I pasted my question here, which was not an issue. But then to put the answer, where do I click? See, it just says slot access or something.
Click add item just below.
Then it
Yes.
adds another thing. It just adds another one of these, you know?
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's super great. I kept clicking and I didn't know what to do, what to add.
Hit that down arrow on the text. Uh, Hold on. Top right of your settings. Let me get my tool. Click back on that. You were perfect. Yes. Top right, click that. Close accordion. Okay, scroll me down.
Right, there's nowhere to put words. That's so crazy.
Keep going.
This is it.
That's it. Okay, so the accordion is closed. Okay. So hold on, let me get in my account really quick. I'll just be a lot faster.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Uh-huh. So, okay, yes, great. So we have that, we have that. Okay. Oh, wow. So interesting. Let me find this.
No worries. Maybe someone else has done it and they know how to do it, like whoever's in the call.
I don't think so. We
It's
don't
funny.
use this too often. Yes.
Would it be this ad if I add? No, that's not it. Or maybe it is. Look, I clicked add.
A header and a body. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Because this looks like one thing. Oh,
Okay, I think I understand. Click off to the side. Yes, click add element. Just put your mouse, yes, right there.
and then whatever I add underneath, so it could be a picture. Could that make sense? Okay,
Yes,
okay. So it'll be a paragraph, and then it'll give me the answer.
correct.
Oof, that went in a funny place. But anyway, yeah. Okay.
Yes, you're exactly right. You add it right there. You build each little thing exactly as you want it to be. Yes,
And now
perfect.
this is connected.
Perfect. That's exactly right. And then if you click on your like click off to the side just to get there you go and click back on your
Yeah, sorry.
actual your first accordion and then just get the orange to show up is what we really need here.
Thing is, I accidentally put it inside this column. That was not meant to be.
That's okay. You
I
fix
should have
all
put
that
it
up.
underneath. Yeah,
Uh
I just didn't know where to click, but I guess it should have been just this add button.
yes. That's exactly right.
Okay.
And then right here too, if you just like click your mouse right there where I just drew, yes.
No.
Now that
Oh,
pulls
that's
up
where
your
I added
accordions.
this.
Yes, that pulls up the accordion settings itself where you can choose the font, the text size, the color, all that. And then you can choose in the top right your open accordion or closed accordion. So right here in the settings, you can kind of see how it's looking as you're building. Right.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
Nice.
perfect. Amazing. Thank you. I will do that a little
Beautiful.
bit later. I won't save it because I don't know when it's not
Smart.
done.
Yep. We don't want that save to
Ah.
change to save.
No, not right now. So actually, I'm really happy because my opt-in rates went up by a lot, which is
Good.
great. So the only question is, so the
I'm
difference
sorry,
between
Orshi.
this one,
What
yes.
your opt-in rates have increased. What things did you do to increase the opt-in rate? Would you mind just showing us?
I am not 100% sure, but I
Ah.
did hire, I found a guy on Fiverr to do Facebook ads. And he's been on this only for 1 day though. So I don't know if it's that or my content, which has changed a little bit, and
Mm,
maybe the content that I'm getting. So I'm not sure where the traffic came from actually for my opt-in rates, but
sure.
they have like doubled, I guess, by percentage wise. They really doubled. So
And
now
you
my
and you really
question is,
haven't
yes,
touched the funnel, like the layout, the design, the words, your copy. The funnel stayed pretty much the same. We just changed the traffic source.
yeah,
That's
yeah, I guess.
amazing. Great. Love that. So
I
good.
do know I have to find my customers, right? So that's what's taking a longer time. So on this one, on my split test right now is just whether to have a video or the image. The video
Nice.
is obviously doing better. My
Hmm.
question to you is at what point do I say, okay, the video is doing better, so I should just do that one? And then what will I split test next?
Ha so good. Okay. Uh Uh, Typically, it really depends on the amount of traffic that you're sending, right? Like Russell Brunson can send 10,000 people to a page every single day, no problem. So our sample size for that data is so much larger. And like if it was Russell, I would say every 2 to 5,000 people that hit the page, because he's just sending such large numbers of traffic. For somebody like yourself starting out, we don't have crazy amounts of traffic yet. We have good traffic, solid, consistent, but it's not huge. I would probably tell you what I would tell you is to batch them by 200 to 300. You want 200 people to hit each page, especially in a time like you're in right now, Orshi, where your traffic is very different. You've had some traffic coming, you have new traffic coming, you're training a pixel. There's a lot of unknowns right now. So, God forbid, unknown time, we're making decisions on like every 50 or every 100 people. Because what if the first 50 people that come in are terrible traffic? And we were just training our ad. And the next 50 people were amazing traffic. So personally, I would say no less than 200. A lot of people will be moving faster than that. So, and especially if they have previous data. And when I say a lot of people, I'm really talking about bootstrappers, people that don't have VC funding. Their dad is not the chairman of Boeing. You know, they don't have tons of money. They're running their own businesses, building their own businesses. It's their perks that they take things from. So when they're doing that, we need to be making money, right? We can't be burning and wasting money. It's we're bootstrapping. So in those cases, people move quick. They do things by the batches of 100s. But even
Mm,
then, Orshi, they don't start moving that quickly until they have the data to know what like a good page, what their pages should be converting on. Does that all make
okay.
sense?
Yes. So
Cool.
I will
And
wait.
they do that in the ads and the funnel, paying immense attention. They start an ad and they're checking every 30 minutes or every hour. You know, as soon as that ad gets 1 to 300 views or clicks or whatever they're targeting, their metric is on that ad. If it's not working quickly, they're making really, 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 really quick decisions. Russell is different there. Russell makes slower decisions. Russell lets things simmer a little more, but he's got the bankroll to do so. So for you, at the stage that you're currently in, no less than 200 would be my recommendation. But it is important that you know that in the world of marketing, a lot of people can make really quick decisions on whether things are working or not. You'll get there in due time. It's that sixth sense that we develop of like, ooh, I know this is gonna work. By the way, the sixth sense we never really developed because even today I watch Russell launch stuff all the time that he thinks is gonna smash and it flops. The stuff he thinks is gonna flop smashes. So I say all that to say 200 is the number you're shooting for.
Okay. And then what would be the next step to split test?
When it comes to split testing, we want to split test rigorously everything in our above the fold. Headlines, subheadlines, images and videos, opt-in forms, Button colors. Everything in your above the fold should be tested. The next thing I would go, it just comes down to order of importance. Can you preview your page for me really quick? Somebody clicked an ad just now and they get taken right here. This lands on the page immediately. So as I land on the page, great video. Great job. As I land
Thank
on the
you.
page, where's my eye go first? Well, my eye first went to the very top headline. I don't know what your words
Hmm.
say, but it really doesn't matter. This is how your customers will see it too. I see that very top headline right at the top middle. So if you're confident, if you know that that top headline is the best, it works the best, it makes you the most conversions, then leave that. If you're not yet confident in that, that would be the first thing I split test. Next, I would split test my headline. It looks like
That
this.
one's, I
Go
think,
ahead.
done. I mean, I've done so many tests now for the headline, and this one seems to be working. Even though it's very generic, it seems to be working.
Amazing. That's perfectly fine. Next thing I'd be looking at is this text right here.
Mm.
Next thing I would be looking at is my opt-in form. Right now, I'm just collecting name and email. Maybe I can add a phone number to that. Maybe my opt-in rate goes down just a tiny bit because I'm adding friction by adding that phone number field. That's more things people have to fill out. So that's more friction for them to get to the end. So maybe I want to add a little friction and try a phone number field. And maybe those customers that come in, they convert way better. Maybe I get less opt-ins, but more sales down the line. Everything in the above the fold, every single thing I want tested rigorously, especially in a case like this where you're converting. If I had to guess, or she, you're probably, do you have clarity on this funnel?
Yeah.
Great. And I would imagine most of your customers that are opting in are making a pretty quick decision. They're probably not even scrolling down, are they?
No, and they're actually okay. I think the ones who opt in actually do the scrolling. The more annoying thing is when they just open 3 seconds gone.
Yeah.
You know, that's
So
the crazy
so
part.
that comes down to it's two things. Congruency from ad to funnel. In your ad, you said this thing and your ad looked this way. But when they got to the funnel, you're saying something different, or the funnel looks different than the ad. So a customer goes through that and they click the ad and they get taken to a page like, wait, this feels different. This looks different. This sounds different. I don't think I'm on the right place. I'm leaving. That's called a quick back. And that is really just congruency and headlines. Let's say your
Okay.
ad and funnel is perfectly congruent. That means they come to this funnel and they see the headline and they feel like they know everything that they need to know and they feel like I don't need this. That's why curiosity-based headlines are my favorite thing in the world. Learn the three simple secrets that has international travel speaking English in under 30 days. Wait a minute. Now I hit that. I'm like, hold on, wait. I don't know these three secrets. What are the things that she's teaching these people to speak English in 30 days? That's exactly okay. I gotta see what this is.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So
And
then split
yeah,
testing.
go
Like,
ahead.
have you split tested a curiosity based headline like that?
Maybe I haven't actually. I've always just invited them to, told them what they want.
Yeah,
Kind of. Okay, I will
exactly.
write this down. Curiosity.
Yep. Curiosity
Okay.
based headlines are my favorite headlines out there. Russell's as well.
Okay. Amazing. And at what point should I just be like, okay, I'm happy with this funnel? Like if my opt-in is 30%, should I just stop testing and spend my time doing something else?
No.
Good.
If your funnel is at 30%, you're at an acceptable number. You can
Oh,
run
okay.
$1 million business on a 30% opt-in rate.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can. But I really want to see your opt-in 50 plus.
I
I,
like how I got to 30. That was my goal. And now you're like, okay, now you can do 50.
And I do this all the time
It
because
never ends.
if I tell you 50, I'm actually curious about your honest opinion here. If I told you 50 right away, would that have seemed intimidating and daunting?
Yes, definitely. I would think I would never get there.
Yes. So,
Definitely.
but again, you can, gang, everybody, I want you to know you can run $1 million a year business on 30% opt-ins. You absolutely can. But when you hit 50, mm, now we're flying. We are absolutely flying. And if you're running 50% opt-in rates on an opt-in funnel and you're getting decent amounts of traffic, if you're sending 10 people to a funnel a week, no, that's not going to equal But if you're running normal traffic at 50%, I don't know how you're not hitting two comma club.
Okay, amazing. And the last thing is, can you drop in the comments the link how to put clarity on a different funnel? Because I have it on
Yes.
this one. I don't know how I did it. And now I would like to put it on a different one.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. And thanks for all your time this week. I really enjoyed that there was quite a few less of us, so we had more time, you know?
Awesome. I love that. Me too. You're more than welcome, Orshi. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have an amazing weekend.
Absolutely. You do the same. I'm getting that link to put in the chat for you right now. Here
Thank
we
you.
go. There it is. Got it. Okay. Awesome. You have an amazing weekend, Orshi, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you. You too. Thank you.
You got it. Okay. Margaret's up. Hey, Margaret.
Hey there, Dante. Make it right here. Um, I want to make sure I didn't confuse anything the other day when we were on the call that
Sure.
the did you put something in the chat, a link in the chat for me to learn how to put in the emails a timer?
No, I did not, but I found the answer for this.
Okay.
It's countdown funnels. Have you used countdown funnels before?
Um, no, I don't think so. The funnel that I have is I think it's the perfect webinar funnel, but we're
Yes.
using the countdown. We are using the countdown timer to globally change what's on the public facing. It just doesn't update any of the emails.
Correct. To fix that, you have an app in your ClickFunnels account called Countdown Funnels. It allows you to do exactly what you're doing, but it gives you a special timer. This is what countdown funnels are for, so that you have a timer that you can get the embed code for. And each week, you just update that new event in countdown funnels. The timer is embedded in your funnel and in your webinars. So as you change that one date, it changes globally, front end and back end.
So where am I embedding I'm
In your
assuming
email, right where you have date and time,
uh-huh.
you remove that, put the element, you put the embed of that countdown timer.
Okay, so that's where the widget is going to go.
That's exactly right.
Okay, perfect. I'll take a look at that.
Again, that's for your guys that you have it's an app in your ClickFunnels account. You just have to download that app, go to add apps, and it's countdown funnels.
I think I did. I think I have
Oh, nice.
let me take a look. I think I did. Let me back up here. Let me share my screen so I'm looking at the right thing if that's okay. Okay, so this you're talking about this right here, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There it
Okay.
is.
Okay, so when I go in, we're updating this.
Yep.
Okay. But we're not doing anything with this, so I got to do something with this.
Well, you need to, yes, you do. You make the event and you tie it to that timer. And then you put that new timer on your pages and in the email. Then it's one global
Okay.
timer based on
Okay.
your event. So week after week, you just come back and change this event and it changes your global timers.
Okay, so if I understand this correctly,
Sure.
let me just be clear. So yes, every week we're changing this. Like I'm going to change this today, right? And so once that
Well,
changes,
no, you're not going to change this today because you still have fulfillment emails coming. Yes. You still
yes.
have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Three emails are going to go out on Sunday as well, right?
Yes, but those are usually, that's a really good question. Because usually I do those as broadcast emails, but I don't have to because I didn't set it up because I was just like I said, I hopscotch. And so that's you're ahead of me. Those are my other two questions because I want everything automated. I want to
Yep.
make it as easy peasy. And right now it's not because I don't want to go in and have to do broadcast emails when I need to send, like today, we need to send out the replay. But that has to be a broadcast email because it's not set up in my funnel as a trigger for today. So I could do a trigger for each one of these events, correct? For the replay, for each one of the, and the reason we did that early on, because I mean, we're less than a year into this, 8 months we it took us to build the thing. So I wanted to make sure we weren't screwing something up so I could control those broadcast emails. And now I'm to the place where it is okay for us to, just do the whole thing and put those extra emails in there.
100% you can. I'm a huge fan of starting out with my broadcasts, right? It's really, really simple to do. You set them up, you can schedule them, but 1,000,000% you can automate the entire process there.
Perfect, perfect. So I'll work on that and do that because we're like this close to really going totally nuts on our advertising. We
Mm,
pulled our advertising out there, but now we're to the place where we can just go nuts. And the great thing is because the other day I told you I was going to shut down Udemy. So they're out. You guys are in.
nice.
No one can get any of that information anymore other than those that already signed up for it. And then I want to I want to streamline all of this so that way we can just because I really want to do huge numbers in February. I think we can, and I even though I know this, I'm a little bit optimistic. And I know you probably hear this all the time. I'm crazy. I mean, but I have a large following, a large base, so
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I can achieve it. But I need to make sure that my system's in place. So what I need, Dante, is I need to understand the Facebook ads. I just got a huge, we use this thing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Fundbox, but man, this is where small businesses, if you could connect to that, and because they will give you lines of credit, and it connects directly to your QuickBooks if you're using QuickBooks or whatever the thing is. And so if you're utilizing the closed cash flow gaps, then they'll just give you more money. So they
Hmm.
doubled what we had, for the last. They just keep doubling every couple of years, and I'm like, great. So I like using other people's money. If I don't have to use, so we're going to use other people's money. And
OPM is my absolute favorite thing, and I've been telling this strategy forever, Margaret. Use your own cash, use your own monies, use your own sweat equity to build the system, build the processes. And once you've used your own money to be like, great, I have an ad that converts, I have a funnel that converts, I have an offer that works, I can put $1 in, get $2 out, then I'm gonna leverage OPM out the wazoo.
that's what
Absolutely.
I'm talking about. Now you're talking my language. And so that's where I'm at. So everything that we're doing, we're kind of tweaking and fine tuning, right? And
Yep.
so we talked about the schools the other day. So we're going to bring that in.
Cool.
We're talking about the countdown timers, which is great. And I've got that. What I need to understand is so when I go out to Facebook ads, can you kind of highlight that, give me the broad brushstrokes on where should I start first in terms of I know I've done ads on Facebook, but this is different. This whole thing is different. So can you give me the, Reader's Digest version of what's next? Because I'm suspecting we're going to be able to do. ads here within the next probably week or so. And I want to feel confident that what I'm putting out there is going to do what I need to do. And so we're going to probably start with $1,000, $150. You were talking about that yesterday. But this is grant readiness. People are so hungry for this. It's so stupid because everyone's teaching grant writing. You don't need to learn grant writing. You need to learn readiness. And so people are just coming after this thing. So what do I do? What do I,
Okay, here's what I recommend. You don't know what ad is going to work yet, right? You don't have
right.
like previous winners on this. We need to find winners. We need to find our advertising. Is that correct?
Yes.
Great. Then the simple program for you to run is when you make your ad, make one campaign, make one ad set inside of that campaign. So one campaign, one ad set, one ad inside of the ad set, one
Okay.
campaign with one ad set to one ad.
Okay.
That one ad is going to be a flexible ad.
Okay.
And you're going to put in that flexible ad three videos, two images.
Okay.
And that's it. You're going to start with that. That really allows Facebook, you're prepping the algorithm in this. You're doing two real big things. Number one, you're testing out some advertising methods. Like big thing in ads is what's my creative? You know, is it going to be an image? Is it going to be a video? What converts best with my customers? I'm going to do more of those things. So it allows you to test out the two different types of creatives and see what works best. It also gives Facebook enough ammo for the algorithm to actually do its thing. Go find your customer, try different things with different people, and really dial that bad boy in.
Right. And I think if we target, I could, could I take the ads and say I want to target NPOs separately from small businesses?
Yeah, yeah, you should be able to.
Because I want
It's
to be able to see what that looks like. Because I think NPOs is going to what's going to drive it. I think small business owners, they drag their feet a little bit.
mhm,
Nonprofits, they live on winning grants, getting
mhm.
donations. That's their livelihood. And so I'm wondering, if I could, yeah, kind of do that split test on Facebook to see.
Yes, you can. What I would do is I would have one campaign, one ad set, two flex ads inside your ad set. Flex ad one is for MPOs. Flex ad two is for small business. I would advertise and specifically I would target them differently. So separate it out by making an ad for each customer. Then you can run proper targeting for each person. You have the right words and the right things, sending them to the right funnels. Perfect.
Okay. Now I'm sending them to the same funnel, though.
Well, yes, that's
Right.
totally fine.
Okay, okay. All right. So last question. This is super. On those two images, okay, so we already have ads produced. Okay, we already have like video, we have video ads, we have radio ads. If I pull the radio ad content, um, could I those two images, could I add, is it okay to add that audio to the images, or should it just be the images?
Just be the images. Just be the images. I think that'd be an awesome video ad to really build up your authority. Like like a video ad that starts out with a really strong hook and then goes into a quick little highlight reel of you doing a radio show. And that just builds up so much authority in you. People now look at you as like, oh, wow, an authority figure. I need to listen to what she's
Right,
saying.
right,
So
right.
I think that's great, but I wouldn't mess with the images like that. If you wanted to try a carousel image, that's totally fine, Margaret. Like if you wanted to have six images,
Hmm.
when you make your flex ad, three videos, two images. Your two images could both be carousel images,
Okay.
which and that means like each carousel has six images, so it'd be a total of
Right, right.
12
Like a
images. Right.
collage, kind of like a.
Exactly. So you could do a carousel, of images of you on the radio show, and I think that would work good too.
Okay, perfect. I mean, I've got years of photos and all kinds of stuff from the radio.
I
Okay, so
bet you have a bunch of great photos as well of you standing next to people, maybe holding certifications or awards. Like we have a Two Comma Club award, right?
right.
If you have those images, those are great advertising images. Get
Okay.
off the sideline and join the underground movement of business owners who are grant ready.
Right, right, right. Okay. So that sounds good. So we're like I said, we're fine tuning, and so I'm a little less I'm hopscotching a little less because now it you know I have to not color too far outside of the line, so we're doing what we need to do. So that's perfect. I'll take this information and run with it and use the
Cool.
countdown timer so
Yep.
it can connect with the emails. Perfect. Thank you.
That's exactly right, Margaret. And then for you, Monday morning, you just come change this, your countdown event. You just change that every Monday. Your ads stay the same, the funnel stays the same, the workflow stays the same. Because you know the advertising for webinars, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I
Right.
advertise. Thursday, I'm also advertising. That ad Thursday at 2 o'clock shuts off because there's no point. The webinar's already happened. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I advertise. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I do not. Some people turn the ad back on Thursday on Friday, and they try and get people into the next week. And some people don't. They just restart the ads on Monday because most of their customers are not on social media on the weekend. That's you test out and try and see what works. Your
See what
customers
works.
might be at the bit on Saturday, right?
Right.
Anyway,
Okay.
you run your ad for the week. All you have to do is on the Monday at the beginning of each week, just change the event. From there, the rest is automated.
Perfect, perfect. That's where I want to get to. And, either the DIY or the DWY. I don't
Mm,
want to do any DFYs. I'm just, or she, I'm like you. The whole point is getting, you know, time back in your day and your life. Otherwise, you're just, doing the same thing with, of course, it's more money, but it doesn't, add anything back to your time. It's
right,
crazy.
cool. I got more money and no time to use it. Awesome.
Right, right,
Love that.
right,
Exactly.
right, right. Like I've got a date today with my son, a lunch date, and I like that. I want to be able
Yep.
to do that. Building memories and if I'm meeting with people all the time, it is just not fun for me. And
100%.
I don't have time to live life. So thanks for that. We're gonna get all of this done, and we are revamping the website, so that's underway. The web designers are on that. They sent me a mock-up yesterday. It totally sucked. I was like, yeah, I had to send them a bunch of, sample videos, like, Tim Story, Pedro Deo, Sonia Shribley. And I'm like, look at, Myron Golden. And I'm like, look, we have to wow people. This is not, we're not, so they have their assignment. So let's see what they come up with.
That's amazing. I think that's great, Margaret. Good work.
All right. Thanks a lot.
You got
Appreciate
it.
it.
Have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
All right. Nice. Marie is next. Viviana, no. No. So at the end of that workflow, there's a goal step. We should have a conditional goal step at the end of my workflow, my webinar workflow. And if they purchase, they meet that goal and they're already removed from that fulfillment sequence. They stop getting those emails. If they don't purchase, they keep going through my emails and my timer sits there until Sunday. So when they purchase, they stop getting emails. If they don't purchase, they're going to get all of my emails until Sunday. It's a cool question. We can talk more about that in just a moment as well. Okay, Marie,
Hi,
good to see you.
Dante.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How can I help
So,
today?
I had the webinar yesterday.
Nice, let's talk.
True. Only two people showed up.
Good job. Most was that your first webinar?
Yes.
Oh, most people do it alone the first time. Great stuff. Let me hear about it.
Ah, man. Anyway, two people showed up. I don't know if, because when I shared my screen, I don't know if another person joined or not, but when I finished the presentation, I saw two people and they stayed to the end. So. I was happy though.
That's great. You should be
Um,
happy. That's amazing. Are you
yeah.
using one screen or two screens?
Sorry,
Are you using one screen or two screens?
one screen.
In the future, I highly recommend two screens.
What
I'm
do you
at the
mean by
ho-
that?
I'm at the home office today and I'm redoing it. It's a total train wreck, so I won't show you.
Okay.
But what I mean exactly is right here, I have my laptop. My laptop is in front of me, and you probably looked very similar to this when you were doing your Zoom.
Yeah.
And I have this is my camera. I'm right on my camera. Right behind my laptop on my desk, I have another screen. And that other screen is really my utility screen. I have on that other screen, and it's right here. So I can go from camera to my screen right here, and it's not super distracting, right? My screen is not over here. I'm
Mhm.
never having to break my eyesight with you. It's not over here. It's not up here. And it's not down here. It's right behind my laptop. I actually have a couple books stacked behind my laptop, and I just put the screen on the books. I know I could mount it to the wall. Call me lazy, call me whatever you want. I just don't care. I just need to be able to see that screen above my laptop. I take my Zoom chat, put it on that screen. My participants, put it on that screen. I have my slides. You probably had a pretty hard time doing this because on one screen, it's very difficult to monitor Zoom, do the whole thing, and see your slides. Did you use Google Slides?
Yes, I did.
So you did you use the presenter mode?
I just shared my screen.
Okay, that's amazing. Next time, and practice this weekend, right? This is part of being a showman. This is part of being a presenter, and that's what we are when we're doing webinars, right? We have to look at ourselves that way. So I'd love for you to practice over the weekend and practice with two screens because you'll notice Google Slides has when you click in the top right start slideshow, it'll say what view do you want? You want presenter view because presenter view gives you a view and we put this on our second screen again. I get to see the current slide that I'm on. I also get to see the next slide coming. So this is how we do great presentations. This is how we're flying through slides and never missing a beat. It's because I'm looking at my view and I can see what slide I'm on and what slide is coming. And I'm always two slides ahead of my customers as far as I know what's going on. Does that make a little sense?
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard to navigate that. So the second screen that goes at the back,
Hmm.
is it just a regular computer and
Yeah.
then you connect it to Zoom at the same time?
No, you're going to connect that to your laptop. It depends on how you. Mhm. Here. It depends on how you have it set up, but what we do, come on. Oh no. I'm sorry, I have 100. What we do, this is called a dongle. And this dongle, like what computer do you have?
Windows.
Okay, cool. You're probably gonna need one of these. Again, it's called a dongle.
Like
D
Dangle?
Dongle.
Okay.
Dongle. Yep.
Okay.
And so this now allows me, I have USB hookups here. More importantly, on the backside, I have HDMI hookups. My HDMI hookup is right here. And this is the cord that you have. So you'll just take an HDMI cord, put one in the new screen, put one in the dongle. This hooks right to your computer. So now your computer has two screens that you get to utilize. You've probably never used a two-screen setup before, is that right?
It's the first time I'm even hearing about it.
Cool. If you have a hard time with it, there's a bazillion YouTube videos on how to do it. It's no different, honestly, than hooking up like surround sound to your TV. That example hits my mind because I just got a new one and did it. It's just hooking two cords together, and then you get to move things around from screen one to screen two. You can organize it however you want. Super, super simple.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, two people showed up. One was somebody that bought from me already, and the other person was just a new person.
Great.
Yeah. So
So
at the end
let's
of
talk
it,
sales. Did you make any sales?
one of them was ready to buy, but what's that? The checkout page did not work.
The order form did
The
not
other
work.
form page, yeah.
Happens. Welcome to webinars. You did your first one. Amazing. Super proud of you. This happens to everybody. Everybody. And it's so interesting, right? I can tell as many times as possible, we need to test this. We need to try these things. Don't ever give anybody a funnel link if you don't know it's working. I can say it till I'm blue in the face, but when we actually experience it, now that will never again happen to you because you
Yeah,
felt
but
that pain. Go ahead.
yeah, because when I searched it earlier, remember I fixed it up with you yesterday. You said I should edit the order form and everything, and then
Yeah.
I did it. I searched it on my phone, like the first three times it didn't appear, but later it did appear. So I don't know why.
Uh, and you gave them the URL to the order form?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's interesting.
I did, and I even because she was so patient with me though, she said since she signed up, I should get her number and send it to her like on a regular message, which
yep.
I did, but it still did not open through her phone.
Okay, what I would do is I would test this today. Keep opening that page. I would send the text to like a friend of yours maybe. And make sure that that page is opening properly. It should be, and I'll look at this with you in just 2 seconds. Once we confirm that the page is opening properly, I would call the customer. Or even just send them a text. If you're texting and they're communicating, a text should be
Mhm.
perfectly fine. Send a really simple text. Hey, customer, thank you so much for your patience. I'm really sorry about the delay. We had some big web stuff going on, and I was up all night with our web guy. I got this fixed. And if you'd like to buy, I'd still love for you to purchase. You can simply click this link. Everything's gonna work. Just send it back to her. I bet she buys. It's wild how when people want something, it's wild how many hoops they will jump through. You're probably going to be perfectly fine with that customer.
All
And
right.
and I can't wait for you to make that sale because you will have done your first webinar. You will have done it the poorest you'll ever do a webinar again in your entire life. You only had two people show up, one of which was already a buyer, so not going to buy in the webinar. That means you only had one person in your webinar that was ready, willing, and able to buy your product,
Uh,
and you sold them.
no, the one who was ready to buy was the person that had bought through Shopify already.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah. So yeah, and the other neutral person, she was like, she's not really sure. So she left. But she stayed to the end though.
So you retained her. Everything that you have said is incredible. As I listen to this, that means I'm hearing the market is hungry. You have no idea how many times people make just offers and businesses that nobody really cares about, and the market tells them forever. They'll have hundreds of people register for a webinar and not making sales. And that's the market responding to us. That's the market telling us they don't want this product, this thing. The biggest thing with a webinar, Marie, is not the biggest thing. The second biggest thing is a feeding frenzy. It's just like a table rush in real life. Once somebody goes and buys, once one person goes and does the thing, you're celebrating that loudly in the webinar, and it's FOMO. Everybody else starts running to the back too. Everybody else now needs this thing. You didn't even have nearly enough people to start a feeding frenzy. It's quite literally just like piranhas. As soon as one piranha takes a bite out of anything, they all go ballistic on it. You didn't have enough piranhas for anything to happen, and you got somebody that wanted to make a sale. Not only somebody who wanted to buy, somebody who's already bought from you, who's already done the thing, and they wanted to come in and buy more of the thing. Huge. That's amazing. That's great market response. So that tells me I really just want to encourage you here. Keep going. Keep going. You closed your first ever webinar, let's say theoretically, because you haven't made the sale yet, and we haven't made a sale till the cash is collected. Theoretically, though, you just closed 50% of your very first webinar. There are not many people
Just
out there
one
that can say
person.
that.
Oh my God. And the worst part is now I'm hooked up because I don't know if I should keep the second step in the funnel, which was for the replay link. I didn't see the video. I contacted Zoom this morning and they said the video did not record. So I don't know.
Oh, I imagine we didn't have our recording set up.
I
In
did. I went to the settings and I toggled for automatic
recording,
recording, but I didn't see it. So I
did
don't
you
know
do
if
in the cloud or on your desktop?
I think it was a desktop.
That recording may very well be on your computer somewhere then. Feel free to just look up the date that you did your webinar. Go to your computer files and just search 1/15/26. If it's on your computer, that should have it show up. Personally, I record to the cloud inside of Zoom. That means that my recordings get stored inside of Zoom itself, and I can always go back and find them really, really, really easy. And then after you download the recordings and do whatever you want with it, then you could delete it from Zoom.
Okay. Yeah, but I contacted them and they said that if they said they didn't see it, then maybe it didn't record.
That's 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 hard for me to believe. Of course, possible, very possible. Anything is possible, but I've used Zoom for a long time and I've had like one or two recordings ever not work, and I've done thousands of these. So possible, but not probable. However, if you're talking to Zoom, they can see in the back end, so it may not have recorded. In which case, that's okay. Don't even worry about the recording page, the replay page. Literally, don't even worry about it. You have these customers' phone numbers, just call them. Just call them and see what they thought about the webinar. Like that lady that wanted to do the thing but wasn't quite ready, didn't still had some questions. That's what we're building a webinar for. That person to smash their questions and their objections so that we can get them to confidently make a decision, that decision being yes. So don't even worry about the replay page, Marie. We're already moving on to next week.
So
Right?
what should I do with the email flows that was supposed to be sent out to for people to come watch the replay and then walk them through the entire funnel? Can I hold it or I should just let it be?
You mean by hold, do you mean stop it?
Yeah, like stop them at
Just
that.
just let it be. Just let it be. This is two people out of a sea of a bajillion. I mean, just let it roll. No stress. I would be far more interested in you calling that customer who was on the fence. I would be so much more interested in you calling her and saying, "Hey, I just love to know what questions did you still have? What things are you still hung up on?" And customer, I'm not here to make a sale. I'm not here for you to buy my thing. I promise you that. I would just love to know what you're thinking right now. And what questions that I left you with after the presentation, because it's my job to just make sure that you have your questions answered. You make whatever decision you want in life. I need to share these things with you in a way that you understand. So I just want to make sure I'm doing the best job I possibly can here. What questions did you have? She's going to tell you those questions. You're going to say, "Oh man, that's amazing." After you're done with the conversation, you're going to read question one she had, and you're like, "I should have smashed that with this slide. She shouldn't have this question." So then you go back to that slide and you rework the slide. So the next person who comes in does not have that question. And we do this for a couple of weeks, iterating constantly on our presentation and our slides and what we're doing and saying until we wake up and it's like, man, I have an amazing webinar. I'm smashing. The right people are buying. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Just this is two people. Let it ride. No stress. I would be so much more interested in you using all the rest of this time this week to communicate with your two people, to take the lessons that you learned from this week and fix them so that you do not encounter them next week.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
You got it. What other questions do we have today?
Honestly, I woke up this morning, I didn't see those recordings. I felt so bad. So I don't know. I'm fine for now. We'll just see how I can work on more creatives and see what to do.
Cool. I love that. And again, I don't think I said this. So why I could care less about your recording? The first webinar that you ever do is the worst webinar that you'll ever do. This is not the webinar that you're going to use on your replay page. What you do, you take for your replay page, you take the best webinar take you've done. When you walk out of the webinar and you're like, that was amazing. I killed it. That was perfect. That's the one that I want people to see week after week. When you make that webinar, then you take that recording and that gets added to your replay page. Definitely not this one. The only reason you might want this one is so that you can share back to it five
Mhm.
years, 2 years down the road, and you can be like Russell and show people, look, when I did my first webinar, here's how bad it was. Aside from that, could care less about this recording.
Anyway, I just wanted something to be in the replay page, but it's fine.
Totally fair. Then let's go smash it next week. Let's go do a great presentation next week, and we'll add that bad boy to the page.
So Dante, please, we were talking about creatives here.
Yeah.
Art when Coach Margaret was talking.
Yep.
When we do the flex ads,
Yeah.
I that is what I did with the few opt-ins that I had.
Nice.
How do you get data to know which of those ads are really performing well? Because it's just a blank. They just show you like all the videos that you have, and they don't really give you data to know which of them is performing.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's how flex ads work. Facebook is not going to share that info with you. They're always going to guard that info. So it can get kind of tough there to know like exactly which ad worked the best. Basically, what we do, use your flex ad to find the winner, and then you take those assets out of the flex ad. Like take your 2 videos, take your 3 images, and run those as their own ads. And then you can easily see what converts the best. Another pretty cool thing that I think is still working is if you were to use like an advertising tool like AdSpy. You know how when you go to the Facebook ads library, it shows you the ad and that it's active, but it doesn't show you the stats, the impressions, the click-through
I
rate.
think it's beginning to do that. When you open it right now, you see limited, it shows you limited, um, what's that word? Limited something, which means that the ad itself is not really performing well. I just did it this morning. Let me see.
Sorry, I have to look now. This is like the most exciting thing I've ever heard. Oh, low impression
Low
count.
impressions, yeah. It
Woo!
shows you what ad is doing well and those that is having low impressions.
Sheesh. Come on. Okay. Sick. Okay, so good. Thanks for sharing this. Oh man, I'm gonna share my screen really quick. Actually, let me stop yours too. You just did great. Let me just share my screen so we can all see what she's talking about. I went to the Facebook ads library. Whoops. I went to the Facebook ads library. I typed in Russell Brunson. I clicked on his name, and now I can see Russell's ads. As I've been able to do forever. I've been able to click this. I've been able to see his copy, the words he's saying. Is he using emojis? Is he not using emojis? I can see the URLs that he's sharing with people. I can click the button. I can see his call to action. I can see his domain. I can click this. I can go view the page that he's running people to. So I can still do this is how we've done it forever, gang. And what we've always looked at is look at the active status. You want to, how do I know if an ad is working or not working, right? You want to find the ads that have been active for the longest time. Because business owners are not going to run ads for a long time to ads that don't work. That's not how business works. They're going to keep ads running that have worked. So forever, we've just looked at the active time of an ad and kind of had to use that to base our knowledge on. Now, Facebook gives us a little more. Even though it's not much, it shows me a low impression count. Now, I can start taking these side by side. I can look at them. I can look at the creatives. I can look at the copy. I can look at the calls to action. If I wanted to, I could take screenshots of these ads and I could go take those to ChatGPT and I could say, here are the active ads. Here are active ads with a low impression count. And I could use this to literally help model everything that I'm doing. That's just more information. That's more data. That is absolutely incredible that that's there right now. That is so cool. That is so, so cool. So, aside from that, what we've done forever is used ad platforms like AdSpy. AdSpy allows you to put an ad URL or link into it, and it'll give you all the stats. It'll show you how many people saw that ad, how well the ad converted.
Is that a website?
Yes, adspy.com.
Okay. Like ads with an S.
ADSPY.com.
Or just ad spy.
Yep, adspy.com.
Okay.
Ah, I gotta turn off this autocorrect. Adspy.com. So I think this still works. I have not done this in months though, Marie. What you could do is you could make an AdSpy trial. I think they have a 14-day trial. But you could use AdSpy to spy on your own ad. And then you should be able to go and get more of a granular view of, oh, this image got the most views. This image got the most clicks. This video got the highest conversion. Facebook will not give you that info. They want you to just keep running flex ads. They want you to keep adding creatives and keep spending with them. That's why they don't give you that info. If they gave you that info, then everybody would just be running Facebook ads to test their creatives and then take those winning creatives to other platforms. This is just Facebook trying to keep you on their platform. But it should still work. If you spy on your own ad, you can get those granular stats that you're looking for.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, oh wow.
There is a cool world you're about to get into, Marie. There's a lot of great little tips and tricks and things that we can do. You know what the tips and tricks and things that we can do doesn't help at all with? If you don't have an offer that people want, if you don't have a webinar that's engaging, smashing people's roadblocks and hurdles and showing them how your way is the one true way to success, knocking over that big domino. If you don't have the thing that you did this week, oh, I can share a million tips and tricks. They're never going to help you do anything,
I
right?
know.
So you did amazing. I'm super proud of you. I really truly hope you feel the exact same way.
Yeah, yesterday I was excited though, just to have two people staying to the end. I didn't know they were gonna stay to the to that.
Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to retain customers? Like,
And my babies were even disturbing. I'll be like, guys, just give me a minute. And I come back, she was still there.
really? Did
Ah.
you say because you had to take a bathroom break?
No, I mean, my babies were crying, so I would be like, just give me a minute, let me grab him an ice cream, and then I come back, they were still there.
Amazing. Do you know how hard it is to retain people, to get them like webinar retention is something that we work massively hard for. Marie, did you have a free gift at the end that they stayed for?
No, I did
So
not.
we do so okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We've been teaching people for the past 3 years to increase your retention. You need to have some bait on the front end that they're staying late for. Same thing in YouTube videos. When you hear people start a YouTube video with, hey, make sure to stay to the end. I have a free resource. I have a cool thing I'm going to give you. That's
I
all a
just
re Go
I
ahead.
just put that in one of the slides, like if you stay to the end, you're going to know this and this and this exactly. Um,
That's not even a free gift. That's
no.
just what a webinar, that's just how webinars work. By the end of this webinar, you're going to learn this and this and this and be able to knock down your big domino. That's not even a free gift.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
all I
like
had.
we've been telling people to do that forever because it's so hard to retain people in webinars right now. The influence of TikTok has ruined it for retaining people's attention. So you didn't even give a free gift like, hey, get my beauty calculator, or hey, get my dark spot assessment. Like you didn't even have a free gift. You were pausing the webinar to go give your kids ice cream and they stayed. That's the
Margaret
market.
is
That
laughing.
is the market foaming at the mouth for the thing you have and what you're talking about and how you're talking about it. That is so much life on the front end. Have you heard come on, Dante. Have you heard Liz Benny's story?
Mm-mm. Oh, the lady, I think I haven't seen her ads on Facebook.
You probably have the
Yeah,
Australian lady.
I think she's the one, yes.
Yeah. So Liz Benny is actually one of Russell's greater students. Liz has
Yeah,
been
she's
working
been
with,
saying that
yep,
in
she's
her
been working with
videos.
Russell for years. Her story compressed is she had a thing she was really passionate about. And to sell that thing, she had to use a webinar. She knew that was the way. Liz lived out of her car for a year with a child doing webinars every single week with no success, no success, no success, no success, failure after failure after failure after failure. In our world, we don't call them failures, we call them cycles. She cycled for an entire year learning the things she had to learn, doing the hard work and learning the lessons, so that after that, she finally hit a webinar that worked. She finally was able to tie it all together. She finally was able to make sales and get people to stay. It took her a year, a year. And you look at Liz now, and it's easy to be like, oh wow, good for her. She's so successful. She had to fail for a year in really, really difficult circumstances and situations to be able to get the thing. Marie, you did your first shot and you were able to take breaks and give your kids snacks to keep them quiet, and you did the thing. That's amazing. That's amazing. And this is where Russell really talks about do it for a year. Do a webinar every day for a year. And I promise, after that year, you will not have financial difficulties. This is why he says it.
Then the difficulty running anyway. That's just a let me not put limitations in this. I was about to say the difficulty is spending money, bringing people, and you need the finances to keep going if you don't really start converting immediately.
Yes. Yes. So next, we go to JV. I love that JV stands for joint venture. I love that you're running ads. Running ads is if we're going to be webinar owners, if we're going to be digital business owners, we definitely got to nail ads, right?
Yeah,
We have to be able to bring our own customers in. So that's your own traffic methods. Next, we go to JV. Now that you have, like, you did the webinar, you got people to retain. So now go JV. Go to the smaller micro influencers, as we call them. They have 1 to 5,000 people following them. And go to them and say, hey, I love your community. I love what you're building. You and I are kindred spirits. We actually believe a lot of the same things. So I have an amazing presentation that helps you target black women, right?
Mhm.
You're not targeting every woman, you're targeting black women. Yeah, go find the micro influencers that have 1 to 5,000 black women following them and say, hey, I have an amazing presentation that is specific for black women and it helps them remove dark spots and heal their skin or whatever the thing is. Say, my webinar is converting really, really well. I'd love if you could share it with your audience. And for you sharing it with your audience, I would love to pay you a healthy 30% commissions on any sales that are made to your audience. That's JV. You're not spending unless you're making. You don't give them 500 bucks ahead of time to make your post. You give them a really healthy commission for sales made through their audience. You don't spend unless you make.
All
Now
right.
we're
So
getting we're
anyway,
getting to iterate. We're getting to try. We're getting to throw new webinars out there, tweak our slides without any upfront cost. You use JV to nail the webinar. Once it's nailed, then you can really take it to your own ads.
all right. So how do they connect the like might be a pixel for them to know if they got sales from their customers
Okay,
from
great question. Great question. It gets a little complex. It's not complex. I'm not even going to say that. This is just marketing 101. These are all the things that we all need to learn how to do. So here's what I would do. Let me see if I can just do this really quick. Come on. Yes. Okay. What you're saying is you want to make specific links so that you can track people. You could set up affiliate center, right? If you wanted to set up affiliate center, you could, and you could just give people their own links to send to their customers, and they register as your affiliate, and we have automatic payouts, and you could do that, of course. I'm just such a big fan of moving and taking action. Here's a really quick way that you could start next week. I'm going to go to my, where are you? Here it is. Let's just go to a webinar funnel. I'm going to take my funnel URL and then I'm going to go make what's called a UTM. I'm going to take this funnel URL and I'm going to make it into a new URL for my specific micro influencers. Check this out. I'm going to put this in the chat for you and everybody else. And I just got to grab my funnel URL really quick. Okay. So I'm going to paste my URL in here, my funnel URL. But now I get to set up some different parameters on my URL. You'll see this is what a generated UTM looks like. And now that you see this, you'll see this every time you've ever clicked on a Facebook ad or really clicked on any links online. You'll see these URLs. Question mark, UTM source equals, UTM medium equals. These are what I'm filling out here. I made my source as Pinterest. So down here, this is now a new URL. If I copy this URL, check it out, I get taken to my webinar funnel. I'm here, but they came in through this UTM, this specific URL. So let's make one. I would take my campaign ID, I might just make it JV. My campaign source, I might say I'm going for Facebook influencers here. So I'm going to go, let's say Facebook, or I might just say NCE. I might just say influence, right? And then my campaign medium might be the name of the influencer. Let's just put name right there. And the campaign name might be eliminate dark spots. Check it out. I just completely changed this URL. Question mark UTM source equals influence. So now I would use this, and for each new person, new joint venture, I'm going to give a campaign medium. So the next person, I would put name one. Check it out. When we come down here, my medium equals name one. I would make specific UTMs for each person who's going to promote my webinar. This gives them a specific URL, and I can track who came in on this URL versus other URLs. Are you kind of with me so far?
I'll go back to the video.
Well, the coolest thing in the world, Marie, you're going to be able to go take this video and you can go put it to AI and literally tell AI, hey, how do I set up these UTMs? And it'll walk you through the whole thing. Here's where the real magic happens. I'm going to click this button to go to my analytics. Oh, sorry. I'm going to click this button to go to my analytics. This is the new dashboard. You guys will have this very soon. When I go to my analytics, I can hit this little filter button at the top and check it out. I now have UTM filtering. This I use to create my UTM, my specific URL. Once I create it and give it, now I can go to, sorry, I'm here. Now I can go to my funnel. I can filter by the dates. I can also filter by UTMs. So I filter by their first visit, and now I have a source medium campaign. Check it out. Here I have a campaign source medium. It's the same filters, same things. So I would come over here and I would grab my campaign. I would go back to my stats and I would have, this is my campaign. I would paste it in there. I'd come back here. Here's my source. I would copy that. Back to my UTMs. Here's my source. I would paste it in there. I can just put the things that I put into my UTM. I apply. And now I'm filtering stats to only these UTM parameters. So literally give each influencer their own UTM URL and just let them send the traffic to the funnel. Then you can filter your stats on the funnel and you can see how many opt-ins came from this person's URL. You can go in here and you can see how many sales came. Again, I'm filtering, so I'm only checking stats of the people that came in through this URL. Does that kind of make sense? I don't need you to be a master of this right now. I promise the first time you do it, it will make so much more sense. Do you kind of understand?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Again, you have Affiliate Center in your account, right? So the real way to do it is to use Affiliate Center. Affiliate Center automatically makes specific URLs for people. They register as your affiliate and then they just share their affiliate URL. The same exact way if you wanted to promote ClickFunnels, you register as an affiliate, we give you a URL, you share that out with your it's the same thing and this would be the right way to do it. But again, I just love fast action. Let's say you have one influencer next week that you really want to get in front of their community. You don't have to set up the whole affiliate center and do the whole thing. Just go make that person a specific URL. Let them share this. They share this URL with their customers. And then boom, you can track all the stuff that came in through their specific URL.
How did you get to this page, Dante?
This is ga-dev-tools.google. I put this link in the chat for you as well.
Oh, okay.
When I'm all done sharing, you'll be able to go check that out.
All right. One last question before you go.
Sure.
Please, now that the webinar has passed, how do I, for the one for next week, how do I do it back on Zoom? Am I gonna still use the same link or?
You're going to make a new webinar in Zoom. So you're just, well, it depends. When you made your webinar, did you make it a recurring webinar?
I don't know.
So you have two options here, Marie. If you want to do the easiest option possible, make a new webinar. When you're setting up the webinar settings, you can make it a recurring webinar. This webinar happens every Thursday at 2 p.m. Something like that, right? It's a recurring webinar, which means it's the same Zoom link to join the actual webinar itself. If you do that, you don't need to be updating links in your workflow. You're just email editing times and dates. Or or you make a new webinar each week, and then in the workflow, you just change the Zoom integration step. So each week, you're connecting the right webinar to the workflow that registers them for the right webinar. There's no right or wrong here. Either option works perfect.
Okay, so the one I understood, you said I should create a new webinar and put it to be a recurring webinar, and then every week I would just edit the emails and change the date.
It's exactly right. Yep. Yep.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Cool. You got it. I
Dante?
also just put the link to the Zoom chat, to this Zoom recording in the chat. It's a link to the YouTube. I'm sure you're going to want to watch this, so I just wanted to get it there quick for you.
All right, thank you so much.
You got it, Marie. Great stuff. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dante.
Dante, can I
Okay,
ask
let's hop. I'm sorry, say again.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to follow up with a UTM question.
Yes.
Okay. I was following along about using it for the affiliates. Can you use the UTMs also as a tracking method?
Absolutely.
Because one of the things that I'm rolling around is if we're running not only Facebook ads, but we're running Google AdWords and other sources, it would really be helpful to know where stuff is coming from.
Yep. So Facebook, your Facebook ads. Here we go. For your Facebook ads, I'm just going to hop into this. It's fast. Instead of just taking my funnel URL and running my Facebook ads right to here. If I want to run Facebook ads, I would take this URL. I would go to the URL builder. I would put this URL in here. I would make my ID whatever, but this source would be Facebook. Now I have a specific URL, source equals Facebook, and I take this and I run my Facebook ads to it. Then I would come up here for Google, just change my source to Google. It changes my URL. Source now equals Google. These are two separate URLs. I can go to my funnel analytics. I can filter by UTMs, and exactly right, Scott. I can see exactly what traffic came from what source and how that traffic converted on the funnel.
It tells us whether the money's being spent wisely.
100%.
That's a key factor because you've encouraged us to ramp up the daily spend. And if we're going to do that and put our, all the chips to the middle of the table, I need to know whether it's paying off or not.
That's exactly right. Got to make a data-driven decision. Couldn't agree more. UTMs are the key for that. Great question, Scott. Any more?
No, I'm sorry to jump in ahead of people, but while you were on the UTM track, I wanted to throw that out there.
100%. It's a great question. I'm sure everybody benefited from that. So, Marie, that was a ton. I'm sorry I gave you all that. Do you have any questions from here?
No, I'll go back to the video, watch it, and process my head around it.
I think that's a perfect plan, Marie. Take some time this weekend. I'd love to see you set up a second screen. That will help you so much. And I'd love to see maybe like when the kid goes to sleep and we have a night, run this yourself. Make your own Zoom webinar. Set up your second screen. Run your own webinar just to yourself and then go watch the recording. We're just like athletes, gang, we got to watch film. We got to be able to master our facial expressions and our body language so that our face and body portrays the same thing that we're trying to say to them, right? That's our showmanship. That's our presentation skills. Got to be good on that. I think the best things you could do this weekend is practice and call the customers that you spoke to. The one that wants to buy, let's get her in to buy. That's awesome. The one who is still having questions is what I'm most concerned about. I want to ask as many questions to her as I can, learn as many things as I can, tweak the webinar, and go hit it next week.
All right, I'll try to figure out who that was. I don't even remember her name.
That's okay. You have her in your contacts. You have her in your contacts in your account. Really quick, let's just show it. I'm going to go over here. We're going to go back to my account. I'm going to go over here. Your workflow is probably tagging your customers. If we're doing it right, our workflow should be tagging. So I can easily go to my customers and my contacts. You'll then see your contacts here, and you're going to see that they have a tag on them. If you just click that tag, I just clicked the tag right there, I can now see all contacts with that tag. So you have that person in your account. Even if you just have their phone number from the text that you sent them, go here to your search the phone number they gave you, and you'll pull that contact right there.
Yeah, I could do it like this, but I don't know. I don't remember what her name, who that specific person was.
Go to your Zoom call. Look at the registrants of the Zoom webinar. Bingo.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll try that.
That sounds great, Marie.
Thank you,
Great
Dante.
stuff. Really proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's hop over to Jeff and Misa, and then we'll round it out with Patricia. Great to see you guys. Is this the first time we're speaking?
It is. Yes, thanks,
Awesome.
Dante. We're so
Great to
excited.
meet you.
What, you don't remember us, bro? The other night at the never mind.
It's bad. You
Oh, the
know.
other night. No wonder I forgot.
Oh.
We're gonna tag team you here. Go ahead.
Okay, just brief setup so you know what we're doing. We're a personal development business. We were growing beautifully, saw a sudden decline in sales in the current economy. We're
When?
looking to make the entry more accessible. We're trying to move things gently to a price point that has been successful in the past. We have 2 levels in the program. Personal power, it's 6 months of training that works, and then the next level is certification.
Nice.
So we're building the offer stack for a presentation.
I'm sorry, just to interrupt, just so I make sure I understand. So you're selling the product, and then once people learn the product, you're selling the opportunity and certification, right?
Exactly.
They can learn how to become personal development masters themselves, get certified, and then they can help others master it and turn it into a business.
Perfect.
That's level 2.
Cool. Got you guys. Let's keep
But
going.
they have to do level 1 so they have the groundwork.
So they know
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. So we're shifting to a $4.97 a month subscription, which means they can leave or stay as they want to, which should make the entry a little gentler for them. They can add $100 a month for private coaching, which used to be included. So some flex.
Okay.
But here's the thing that gets us tied up. In order to qualify for certification, we know from
Level 2.
experience, they need to complete 6 months with us, and they need to have the private coaching in level 1. They really need the whole package. So what's happening is I'm building the offer stack as I'm going, oh my God, how do I present this in a simple way? Jeff can show you what we've already built in its draft form. How do we do that in the offer so we don't totally confuse them, but help them make good decisions?
It's a great question. I think we just need to share certification with them later on down the line. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. When people come in, they wouldn't, like when people are getting started, they probably don't know if they want certification or not, right?
Both. We have some who think they might because we attract a lot of professionals.
Yeah. Okay.
Like therapists and doctors and teachers and on and on.
Great.
So they already kind of have it in the back of their mind, but they want to experience the method first.
And part of what's been going on is we've not been talking to the professionals so much in our ads and that sort of thing. We've just been, if you're experiencing emotional trauma, come on down. Well, that's not necessarily people who have the money to buy into this.
So we're shifting.
So we're shifting to talk to the pros, put a champagne client halo around everything. And so we want to talk to them at the beginning, even though we need to just get them into level 1. They need to know what the possibilities are.
Yeah.
Russell does this too. Because Russell has Buy Funnel Builder Secrets, the 1997 yearly offer, and that's everything you need to get to success and build your funnels and launch, grow, and scale your company. And he sells that in a webinar, and that's the flagship product. That's what the entire webinar is about. But he also does have certification. And for certification, he has like 2 slides on that. It's a very quick little thing that he throws in at the end. And for the right people, that's all they need. That signal hits them immediately. Also, after you buy Funnel Builder Secrets, certification is an upsell on that next page. And that's really the page that you could articulate and explain everything to the people.
Okay.
Wow, that seems like a lot for essentially an order bump or a one-click upsell or something like that. That's a lot to try to explain and get them to take action on.
I think we could. I think we could. Maybe not this weekend, but I think we could.
So the first yes is the hardest yes to get.
Yes.
And our whole webinar is built on getting that first yes, right? If what you said 500 a month?
Yeah.
Without privates. Without
over
privates.
6 with no privates, right? But 500 a month for 6 months, which equals, I'm terrible at math, help me out.
35-ish.
35. It's nothing to get 10 on the back end.
$2,000 and then
if you get people to say yes to 35, the hardest yes is the first yes to get, and that's at such a high price point. Those customers have money they're able to spend. A $10,000 upsell is not out of the reach at all.
So we're right. We need to work this entry point, get them in the program, and then continue to upsell them when they
Yes.
know they're ready to go into certification, it's like, okay,
Yes.
you need to lock in your private appointments, you need to be committed to your 6 months, that kind of a thing. Keep working them.
Absolutely, Misa. As I see it in my mind, it's just kind of taking a step back and it's just value ladders. Get somebody to do your webinar, promote the flagship product, have a couple slides that talks about certification because there will be the right people and that's the only signal that they need.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the people buy the 6 month program. And after month one, when you've already delivered, you've already fulfilled, they have a pretty clear understanding now of what this is. And you've already given them enough time that they can start to kind of see their future.
Yep.
After month one, then I'd start the email sequence. Hey, are you already thinking about how you can turn this into a business? We'd love to invite you in too. And then so in the webinar, because I'm sure you guys know this, but let's see. A confused mind always says what?
Nothing. It doesn't. It won't act.
Every single time without fail. You can take that to the bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the more options I share with customers, the more I allow confusion to enter. Because now they have to make a choice. And they have to know confidently that they're making the right choice. And how many times do we get stuck in the indecision prison? I can
Right.
see it right now. I can just see it happening for your customers. Man, this all sounds great, but I don't know. Do I want to turn this into a business? Do I want to just do this for myself? I don't really know. And they won't take any action at all. So
Mm-hmm.
I see you guys. This webinar is all about the flagship. It's all about getting customers. 2 slides about the certification. A month down the line, that starts that workflow, that email sequence. Now that people have gotten results, done the thing, had a little time, then we promote that.
Okay, I like that a lot.
So then the follow-up question goes to when the purchase opportunity is presented on the sales page itself on the website. Can I screen share for you for a moment?
Yeah, please, please.
And
Yep.
just another piece of that for clarification is we're looking at a subscription, a monthly come in, leave when you want to in the flagship. But if you want to save some money, come in for 6 months at a pay in full. Does that sound too confusing or fairly simple for?
I love that. That's so common practice. PayPal a couple years ago introduced pay in four, and that really changed consumers' mindsets to payment plans and things. So I don't think that's a problem at all. That can be your 2 options, monthly or pay in full. It's the same program. They don't have to make a big decision or commitment. They're just choosing payment method. Totally fine.
Okay, cool.
And to be clear, up until now, the level one, both levels have been a 6 month contract. It's like you're in or you're not in. You're committed to this work, you're not. But because of the economy, we've done 2 things. We're this option to membership monthly, cancel anytime, but if you still want to go on to certification in the level 2 program, you're going to have to do 6 months with us.
Yes.
And you'll have to do it with the private coaching added. Before the private coaching was just part of it, you had to buy the whole thing, and the cost was already built in higher. That extra $100 a month was already built in. So we've lowered the bar of entry without private coaching. You get all the group coaching and stuff, but now we have those options to soften the blow.
And golly, I was just trying to put myself in a webinar as you were explaining that. And if somebody ever did a webinar that is meant to knock over my one big domino, how controlling your personal development will transform the 5 F's of your life: your faith, your family, your friends, your finances, and your fitness, right? You're trying to knock over, that's the 5 F's of entrepreneurs, by the way. You're trying to knock over the one big domino. And as soon as you start explaining all that to me, it's like, oh, I'm gone. I don't know what he's talking about now, right? As soon as we start talking about the pricing and you do this here, and after this much time, this is going to unlock, and then it gets you into here, and then you go here. As soon as we start that, everybody just, no, gone, right? One offer, one product, one track, get them to say yes to that, and you drip out the opportunities over their 6 months.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and show him, honey.
Okay.
Jeff, you look like you might still have questions. Feel free to shoot, man.
I do. I'm going to
I'll
screen
be
share.
quiet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
The screen share so you can shoot holes in it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me find it.
This
There
is
it is.
draft form, by the way.
Yeah.
Sure.
You've got it.
Okay,
Share.
sharing.
Coming
Okay.
through right now. Gotcha.
All right. So right now we on the sales page, which is way long at the top of this, we're down to the Belcher boxes here. And so these are the two levels. And the right level, the mastery, that's that level 2. I'm going to just make that go away for right now because we're still hacking on that, or that, sorry, that's the legacy. We started hacking on started hacking on the level 1 offer refinement. Here we go. So this will get prettier with the prices over, in column
Yeah,
form.
you're going to do value and price, correct?
Right.
These are values. So yeah, this will be a value column for these green values.
Yeah, it'll be value 4,000, value 12, value 450 at the bottom, total value 12,500, today's price X.
Right. So
Perfect.
yeah, and to be clear, we distilled all this down from, we didn't list the 5 different types of coaching calls in bullet form. We just said you're going to get, 5 sessions a month that sort of smell like this. Yeah. So we condensed this while trying to, give a reminder of what's in there.
Which is great because the people that see this order form are going to be preset by the webinar, yes?
Yeah.
Correct.
And you're really breaking down and kind of addressing all that in the webinar, right?
Correct.
You're perfect with this then. I love this.
And the sales page above, the copy above.
Correct.
So now we've got our value down at the bottom. And so this is kind of where we are right now. And this is the sort of big question. So this is that it doesn't have a heading like this does yet with private coaching options a second, but this would be the, core offer or, whatever it is.
Flagship offer.
Yeah, you can, thank you. You can pay monthly or save by paying in full. Or if you want the private coaching option, you can pay monthly or pay in full. And so far, this is the only disclaimer down here or the only information in the Belcher that has to do with what we were just talking about. So I think so in reality, in the past, we've only sold a few people into,
Mastery.
that's the other way.
Oh.
We've only sold a few people at the start into the combo of these things, which was real nice because we got a big pay in full, boost at the front. And that certainly only happened in sales calls.
Yep.
So our thinking, I think mirroring what you were saying a minute ago is probably just take this
Out.
level 2 out completely. And so this level 1, my only concern about not making any kind of disclaimer about this is that whole thing where somewhere along the line in this sales page, not the webinar, the sales page, they're going to need to know that, yeah, there is a certification path. We're not going to bother you with all the details of that right now. But yeah, this is another reason why you want to buy into the private coaching option is because you have to do 6 months of private coaching to get into the level 2 of certification. So how do we walk that fine line of disclaiming that or advertising it and disclaiming it? Because a lot of our champagne-y clients are going to need to know that there is a path here to certification.
But they will. I think this is really an order form question. So what I'm looking at, and I'm really just looking at your scroll bar on the right, I can see this is a very long page. This is a VSL or a sales letter page.
Yes.
You don't need to send your webinar customers here, gang. Your webinar customers make a special order form. This is great for cold traffic, right? This is great for people that know nothing about your program, know nothing about you, and they just want to take control of their lives. This has all the copy. It explains and articulates everything that it is that you guys do and what it's like to work with you. Your webinar people don't need that. They just sat with you for an hour and a half. You broke everything down for them. They have a real understanding of what to do next. I want the program or I want the certification. I would make a special order form that is very simple, very clean. Just has these two, like, can you do me a favor?
Hmm.
Go to imallin.com. Oh,
I'mAllIn.com.
yes, yes. Imallin.com. Take a look. So here's Russell's order form post webinar. Simple,
Wow.
clean. You rarely see Russell launching funnels like this that are so short, but that's because this is geared to warm and hot traffic. We know that people just sat through this presentation. We know the information that we've laid out for them, and now we're just giving them a really, really, really simple page that they can choose the thing that they want.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Okay, so choosing the thing that they want. In our case, there are, even if we take level 2 out of it, there are
Yeah.
4 options. There's the flagship offer monthly, flagship pay in full, with coaching monthly, with coaching pay in full. How
Yeah.
would you structure that on that page?
Great question. I would have 2 products on the page, 2 flagship products or core products. I would have my normal one. Well, really, you're going to have 3 because you're going to have your normal monthly for your core offer. You're going to have your full pay for your core offer. Then you're going to have certification. Those would be 3 products on the order form. And then customers are just choosing what they want. Your
Okay.
your coaching, this is all so confusing to me. I'm reading everything and it's fine and I'm understanding until I get down here to the bottom. So now it's like, okay, so I can get either a payment plan or full play. Cool, I got that. But then I can have with a private coaching option, 6 pay. So I can get coaching added for an extra $100 a month, or I can do the full 6 months tuition for okay. It just allows so much more confusion to enter my
Mhm.
mind. Why don't we just make the coaching an order bump, an additive to this? And they can
Nice.
add coaching packages. They either pay a la carte, 1 per week or month, and it's just a subscription, or you can make it a payment plan product where they automatically get billed, right? That's how I would separate it out. Personally, I would have coaching be its own line item as an order bump that they can add to the course itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's its own backstage, that's its own product.
Yes.
Okay. So given that I mean, the wonders of being in a program like this is the coaching. And so they're going to get group coaching in the core offer. They're going to get the most of it, absolutely. And this is going to get pitched in the webinar by having the private coaching on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
So my only concern about having it almost effectively hidden on the purchase page, the checkout page, have it hidden as an order bump is that they'll go, yeah, but I wanted that coaching. Where is that?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to I'm all in, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate your help.
Absolutely. This is a blast. I love doing this. Scroll me down to your order form here on this page.
Yeah.
Here's the bump.
It's right on the order page.
It's right there. It's not hidden. It's right there, right above the button that they're going to click to purchase. It's pretty much impossible to miss. So I don't think it'd be very hidden. You could have the bump right there and you could have just really simple text, just like Russell has. And they just add coaching or not.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
We're just trying to eliminate, we're trying to make the decision smaller and more bite-sized and just more comprehensible in doing this.
Yes.
So in this construct here, if I click on this button,
Yeah.
Is there a choice here between monthly and pay in full anywhere on this
No,
page?
there is not. For Russell's offer, there's for his low ticket offers, 1997, there is no payment plan options. It is a yes or no.
Okay.
We've tried it, we've done the whole thing, and it's so much harder. It's just we stick with a one decision, yes or no. It's a low price point. 1997 in the world of business is not a high price point. In
Oh,
the
that's
world
right.
of entrepreneurialism, people just getting started, sure, it might be the most they've spent in their business up until that point, but that's just kind of like one of those things. I can't fix that. So we have to choose what works best.
Okay.
The fact is that a lot of our people, despite the economy, a lot of our people take that 10% discount and pay and do the pay in full
Of
for
course.
months.
Yep.
So, but this page doesn't provide an option for that.
Correct.
We would have choose one or the other, pay in full or your monthly subscription. That would
Correct.
take them to the next page, correct? Where
Correct.
then there's an order form and it would include the bump.
Well, or all those products are all on this one page, this one order form. Take me up just a skosh, Jeff. Here's the products. Oops, here's the products. So you would have your normal product itself, and then you would have the payment plan. That's just two products right here, and they're just choosing, do I want to pay in full or do I want to choose the payment plan? As we're walking through this and thinking about it, I don't even think you guys should put cert on this order form. Cert should be an upsell because for everybody to get certified, they have to go through your course.
Yeah, I get it.
So in the webinar, you tell people that, gang, if you know certification is for you and you want to turn this into a business and help others do this in their lives, you just tell them. Then we can get you started right away. Go sign up for the program. You'll immediately be taken to a page that is about certification. You say yes on that page and you're in. Like I would just make this page do you want to buy my flagship or not? Do you want full pay or payment plan? One decision.
I think so. I hear that and I respect that, and the certification that comes with level 2. Yes, that's definitely off the table here. I liked this idea down at the bottom of adding via the checkbox that $100 a month private coaching that you get the most out of the core with this thing that you're adding on. So the only real concern then is how we marry monthly payment versus pay in full, and do you also want the private coaching?
Are you having trouble visualizing it or where it is on the page?
Well, no, well, kind of, but also effectively is there a recommendation you're making that actually accommodates that confluence of things?
Yes. Yes, you can have multiple order bumps as well. So you have two products, pay in full and payment plan. And then down here, you can add two order bumps if you wanted to. And they could have a la carte coaching. Just pay $100 today, get a coaching session added. Or they can choose the coaching subscription. Now you can get this and get 6 months of coaching every single month for this one low price.
Okay, I think
you got it.
I think I understand. I think some of it's going to be because we have a webinar this weekend, online retreat this weekend. Some of it'll be what the tools that I have today to build this construct will allow me to do. But I understand for the longer term what the big idea is.
Cool. Great. And online retreats, you guys know the game. You're in person with people, so you can just speak freely. You have more time to articulate everything. You should be able to get through that. No worries. I really think for you guys, I really think it is just a matter of kind of slowing it down and timing everything out. Bring people into the flagship offer. Let them do the thing for a month and get results. Let their brains start opening. Then you start teasing in certifications, and it's a 6-month track is really what you're taking people down.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think I was getting tripped up with the idea that at the onset, when they're saying, "Oh yeah, I just want to do a monthly, cancel anytime," that it's not full disclosure to say, "Oh, well, by the way, you're going to need to stay in this for 6 months with the upsell, with the order bump of the privates, if you're going to want to go to that certification down the road." because that kind of sets you up also for the, oh, wait a minute, I didn't know I had that stipulation, that requirement. So I was getting tripped up there. Still a little tripped up, but
I think we can work
all
through it.
right.
I'm starting to see it.
You're starting to see it's in the webinar.
She's the boss.
It's those two slides. That's where you lay the groundwork. For the right people, that's all that they need. For everybody else, they're not ready, but the worm is in their head. They're thinking about it the whole time. A month later, the email hits and they're like, "Oh, I get it. Yes."
Would you have a nod to that requirement higher up on the full sales page? Would you have a nod to that requirement before we get down to the order form area?
Probably yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's you're talking sales page, right? And
Yeah.
that sales page should be for people who have not joined your webinar.
Right.
Yes, I would have a nod to that there.
Full disclosure kind of a
But
thing.
I would make it a very simple nod. I probably wouldn't even really use like offers and offer stacks for this. I would probably make a really simple like visual maybe. And it's like there's two options you have here. One, just take the training and achieve your own personal development success. Two, turn your knowledge into a business in our certification program and be just like Tony Robbins. Like I would lay the framework so simply so that they understand. Then down below you could get into particulars if you wanted to.
And down in the quote unquote down below this order form area, we still need to insert the value stack.
Two different.
Yes. Like on your page, you have that. You have your two tracks, your two sides. Yes. Before what's right above this? Let me see. Yeah, okay, so choose your path. You had it. You're choose your path. How about a little more copy right there? Right? Just simple copy. There's two ways you can work with Jeff and Misa. One, you can take the training, learn these things, and just apply them to your own life and success. Or two, you can turn this knowledge into a business opportunity. Choose the path that works for you. Simple,
Okay.
simple. We want to try and avoid as many particulars as possible. You're going to get half of this, a quarter of this, and another quarter of this. As soon as we do it, a confusion and a confused mind will always say no every time without fail.
And to put a fine point on it, this current page with the choose your path, this is level 1 and level 2. And we're actually
You keep saying that to me. Why is that not on the page? I've only heard you refer to it as level 1 and level 2. And I think just that would make it easier for people to see because I have to learn your vernacular. She Rising Personal Power, She Rising Mastery. This is a 6-month program. This is a 15-month like level 1 and level 2 is so much easier. I'd probably put it right above. I'd probably put it like right here.
I see.
Level 1. Level 2. And then in my copy right above here, I can just simply say, we have 2 levels that we can provide service. Level 1 is take this for yourself, apply it to your life, and achieve your own dreams and success. Level 2 is for those who choose to turn this knowledge into a career and an opportunity. Choose the path that best fits you today below. Easy.
So thank you. And just so we're clear on something, I thought that we had talked about actually simplifying this page and removing level 2 so that we just focus them on level 1.
We're talking 2 pages. In your order form for the webinar, yes. For your sales page here, no. Your sales page should easily, simply, concisely, but it should have the 2 tracks for them.
Okay.
Nice.
That's clear.
That's what happened. That's
nice.
Confused.
Remember, sales page is for cold traffic. The webinar order form, which is imallin.com, right? That is you are not running traffic and ads to that ever. That's for people that come in through a webinar where your webinar takes them from cold to warm or hot.
Got it.
Great.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my God, honey, we've been struggling with this for so long. Thank you, Dante. Thank you.
You are more than welcome, gang. More than welcome.
All right. Excellent. We'll be back. You haven't seen the last of us.
That's awesome. I love that, gang. Have a great time on your retreat. I'll be back next Friday. Let's keep this train moving.
Okay. All right, brother.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Great to meet you guys. All right. Bingo. Look at that. Miss Patricia to round us out for the day. Good to see you, Patricia. How can I help?
Good to be seen. This is going to be quick. I
Cool.
just kind of got an outline of where I'm at. I've got my lead magnet out there. My opt-in is working. I got like 8 responses from my opt-in.
I'm
Um,
sorry, what do you mean? People emailing you?
they
No.
they went to my login page, but my opt-in. They went to
Great.
my opt-in page.
And they're
So
opting in.
they're opting in, and now they're
Oh,
waiting for me to respond. What I gave them, the free lead magnet, was a free guide, and my first purchase is going to be a physical copy of that guide that they want to purchase for $15. And I
yep.
have six people that want to purchase that. So I got the product created. It's $15 plus shipping. And for right now we get local pickup. And then I got my payment already links already set up. And
Oh,
I got my offer, the $15. Now I'm going to send them the email letting them know that the physical copy is available. And then I got to send them to, I got to create a funnel. The funnel that they go to is going to take them directly to a payment. Should they take them directly to a payment thing? But I was
yes.
looking, if I take them directly to the payment thing, am I going to have to ask them their email address again, or because the
No, you
payment?
will not. Well, what do you mean? Do you mean to send them the email or like when they go to the
No,
order
I got
form
no to
page?
send in the email, and the email had a link to the funnel that I'm going to build.
Yes,
So
to send
if
them the
they,
email, you do need their email address, right? But
right.
you have those people opting in. So
Mm-hmm,
you have their addresses. That is
mm-hmm.
just as simple as you sending out a broadcast email. That's your email app in your ClickFunnels account. Absolutely. You just send the order form URL in an email to those people. That's done. Literally it.
How do they pay? They don't, but they have to come back to the funnel to pay, don't they?
Yes, but that's what we said. Great question. Here we go. I understand. So let's go to a funnel. Let me just do it like this. Okay. So in my funnel, I have multiple steps, and you're not going to send people to your funnel URL because you have a specific order form you want to send them to. So you're going to
Mm-hmm.
go to your funnel, go to that order form, and there is the URL. You're going to copy this URL for this funnel step. Then that's
I
the
don't have an
URL.
order form, so I got to add an order form to my funnel.
Yes.
Okay.
You have an opt-in funnel, which I
Yeah.
think this is one here. Let me just see. Yeah, okay. So this is what your funnel looks like. You have an opt-in and a thank you page, correct?
Right. Yeah.
You're exactly right, Patricia. You want to hit your plus, you want to add a new page, and you're looking to add an order form step. 100%. Use one of our templates, or just in the top right, click new page and make a brand new order form page. And this can be a simple page as well, just like I was just showing. Your customers are hot. They've already opted in. They already want to buy. We don't need to make a huge sales letter. We don't need to make a
Right.
massive, just a simple order form. Headline. Fill in the form below to get your physical guide shipped immediately. Order form. They fill it out, put in their info, done. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Great. Now, after you add your order form, you need one more step after the order form. Do you know what that step would be? A little quiz time.
Do I know what that step would be after they order it
After they order on an order form, what is the step we have after every order form?
to confirm?
Woohoo! Yeah, you got it going on. Absolutely. Anytime somebody makes a purchase with me, I need to add another page, and that needs to be an order confirmation. I need to
Okay.
show them the receipt, show them the thing. And this is what an order confirmation looks like. It has the confirmation element on there, already showing them exactly what they purchased. So you hit the nail on the head, Patricia. Go to your funnel, add an order form and an order confirmation. When you have the order form ready, you go to that URL, copy it, and that's what you send people in the email. They then click your link, they go to your order form, they buy.
Okay. I'll work on that.
Amazing. Fantastic. What other questions do we have today?
That's it, one thing at a time.
Ah, look at you go. All right. Patricia's flying. Good stuff. All right. Let me get this link. This was a fun session. This was a really fun session, gang. Super enjoyed this. Ooh, Jeff and Misa, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. It's really funny. I also buy into Prime Mover, but I do so much on the ClickFunnels side, I literally haven't opened it. I know I'm the worst funnel hacker in the universe. Hardest thing in the world is to do Russell Brunson while working for Russell Brunson. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure. That'd be a great question for Chris or Vince or any of the contacts you might have over there.
Can you recommend an email that we might, email address we might send to?
Let me see. I bet I probably can. Let me see. Got you. I'm just going to show you this page really quick.
Yeah, it
Can
gives
I
them
just
six
can I just
months to
take
click
2 seconds?
funnels.
Oh, I'm sorry. Marie, go ahead.
I was answering the question Jeff and Misa asked. It gives them 6 months to click funnels.
Great. It gives you 6 months of ClickFunnels. That's amazing. And you guys probably haven't enabled that. So feel free to get with ClickFunnels support if you have a hard time getting in your account or you feel like billing has been messed up. The email for ClickFunnels support that'll get you right in. I just put it in the chat. CF2 support at clickfunnels.com. CF2 support at clickfunnels.com gets you right to our best agents, and they can take care of any of that tech or billing that might have happened. Um, Really quick though, I want to thank you for that too, Marie. I want to take 2 seconds and just kind of like go over something because when I found ClickFunnels, when I found this world, I was technologically incompetent. I know I say that and it's like, haha, Dante, that's really funny. Haha, I must be crazy. No, I really was. I couldn't save browser bookmarks. I did not know how to even really use Google. Like it was bad. All I cared about was scoring goals and making people laugh. Pull back the curtain, being super honest with you guys, right? So when I first found this world, I didn't know how to be like a digital nomad or an entrepreneur in any way. One day, I was sitting in Todd Dickerson's office, and we were talking about an idea that he had, and he wanted to figure out if this idea had legs and if there was market share. Like, is there an actual market for this, or is it a waste of time? And I watched him open up Google. And this was in this was before COVID. This is like 2019 probably. I watched him open up Google and just start typing the questions that he had. How much revenue does this company make a year? How much revenue does this company make a year? How large is the potential customer base for this thing? Like, and it blew my mind. I know that's like basics of how you use the internet and research. I get it, but I didn't live that way. I didn't know those things. I'm not that guy. So like for your guys' question that you just asked me, I didn't have the answer. I went to Google. I typed in Prime Mover support. The very first page that it showed me was there. I clicked it and I saw immediately I can submit a ticket. I don't show this to like, I hope I don't make you guys feel bad by showing this. I just never knew that like it was that easy. I always looked at Google as like, oh, I'm going to type this thing in and then I'm going to have to look through 17 pages of nonsense to find the real thing. And I don't have time for that. It's not that way. It's so simple. So I would love to just encourage everybody here. This is not a Jeff and Misa, this is everybody thing. Gang, over the weekend, I love being your safety net. I love answering your questions and being a place that you can rely on. It's a pleasure of my life to do so. But over this weekend, please, if you have a question come up, I'd love for you to open Google or ChatGPT. I'm a huge fan of Google Gemini. I don't know what they did for Gemini 3, but Google's smashing it now. So you have so many tools at your disposal. I would just like to give you guys a little weekend challenge. Don't let anything stop you. All the information is always at your fingertips.
Great reminder. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right,
Awesome.
brother.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So, did I put that link in the chat? Let me make sure.
Did.
Yes, I have in the chat two links for you, the most recent links. One, CF2 support at clickfunnels.com. Should you guys ever need any technical or billing help, you can email that. It always gets you into the right people. Right above that, I put a YouTube link. That's the YouTube link for this call itself. So if you want to go rewind this call, if you want to go rewatch, if you want to take the YouTube transcript and maybe upload it to an AI and have it help you do the things that we talked about today, you are welcome to do whatever you would like. That's why I put it on YouTube. That's why I leave it public. I'm not trying to build a new YouTube page. I promise you that. It's so you guys literally have this whole recording, do anything with it that you would like. So before I close this session down, which we'll be doing in just a moment here, make sure to click that link and get it pulled up. You can always go on that page. I have all past recordings. Feel free to use whatever you would like on that. But great week, everybody. Great, great week here. So many of you doing webinars, so many of you launching e-com products, sales rolling in. But the most exciting part for me is just hurdles being smashed. How many hurdles were brought forward this week? How many roadblocks? How many things that, oh, I'm stuck up on this. I don't know what decision to make. I don't know what to do. I don't know what direction to go. These are the things that stop small businesses from becoming big businesses or even a business at all. And it's not really the question, it's the entrepreneur behind the question. Many businesses fail and stop because people are too prideful or selfish to ask questions, to ask for help, to admit that they're not absolutely perfect human beings. Not you guys. You're fantastic. It's been an amazing week here. Thank you guys for your honesty. Thank you for coming in and giving everything that you have truthfully. Thank you for doing the hard work. How fun is it to come to these sessions, right? I know it's fun. I get to come to this session. I get to talk to Dante. He's going to be excited. Dante's going to make me feel good about myself. This is amazing. How fun is it? You have no idea how many times I do. I've been doing this for years, gang. You have no idea how many times somebody comes in and I'll watch them. I'll watch them. I don't care if there's 12 of you or 12,000. I can remember these things. It's the only good part about my brain, to be quite honest. Everything else about my brain is totally botched. I remember. So when you come in and you come in on Monday and ask me a question, and come in on Tuesday and ask me a question, and come in on Wednesday and ask me a question, and I see your funnel and your workflows and your ad center, and nothing has changed, nothing has moved. You come in, you ask a question, you get some encouragement, it feels great, and then I leave you alone and you do nothing. And you come back the next day and you get a little more and you get a little more. And that's cool. You're a grown adult. Do whatever you want in life, right? Not you guys. Every day I've spoken to you, we have more progress. When I leave you, I have full faith that you're going to do the things that we talked about, to be a conscious business owner, to be a proper entrepreneur, and you do it. And I'm super proud of you for it. And as long, I've said this forever, as long as one person will be here taking it serious and doing the thing that they said they were going to do, I will scream on the mountaintops for them about anything that they need to learn. So I say all that to say, it's a pleasure of my life getting to do this. And it's because of you guys and the efforts that you put in. I really, really hope you are proud of yourself. It's been an amazing week here, and I'm super excited to get back for the next week. As I leave you for the weekend, I'm going to say, broken record Dante, the same thing I say every single week: small hinges swing big doors. We get far too often, we put ourselves in other people's shoes. I shouldn't celebrate. My launch did okay, but when Russell launches, his launch looks like this. It was a little win, but I don't really care. I need to move on to the next. And we never celebrate the small wins. But you're looking at Russell now. You're looking at your competitors now. You're not looking at them 10, 20, 30 years ago when he's in the middle of an affiliate boot camp launch. Who wants a piece of that? We're not looking at those things. The 20-year ago Russell celebrated small wins. That helped him. A bunch of small wins stack up to a big win, and small hinges swing big doors. So please, this weekend, take some time and celebrate. Regardless of how small or big your wins are, you have wins. You did things that were difficult for you. You got over those difficult things and you got a project across the finish line. I bet everybody should be able to pull out 3 wins that they are proud of themselves for doing this week. So let's do that. I'd love for you to find somebody that knows how to celebrate you unabashedly, not selfishly. Find somebody that knows how to celebrate you for your wins and your successes and go celebrate. I'm not here to judge how you celebrate either, by the way. I could care less how you celebrate. I'd like to go fishing. You might like to go take a bottle of champagne to the top of a mountain. You might want to buy an old junky car and enter a demolition derby. I don't know how you celebrate, and I don't care. It's not my job to judge. I just want you to celebrate. Is that a deal?
Awesome.
Deal.
Boom. Come on with it, gang. Great week. Great stuff. We're going to be starting again next week. Same time, same place, same everything. Looking forward to seeing you guys then. Monday, starting at 11 o'clock. Have an amazing rest of your weekend, and we will